Only I could do this, guys. Yep. Just take the gas tank off and trip it onto the stool. It looks nice like that. Sorry. Hey guys, Bleach here. Sorry for the loud music in the previous video. I thought I'd try something different, and I got blocked in Russia with one of my songs. Oh no. But one of the Miley songs. But this video, I'm going to try and get that spring out of the carburetor that shouldn't be there, and try to fix it. I was watching Terrell's video, and he showed how he took parts from one carb and put it in another and drilled it out, and kind of drilled out the that screw port so it would get more gas in the bottom of the carburetor, the main jet. I'm a little dizzy from the gas spilling all over. I gotta be okay. Here, I sprayed some super clean on the bench I got free 5 years ago as an endorsement. They wanted me to do a giveaway, but I don't have enough people wanting to participate in that, so I kind of never did it. It was like maybe 6 months or a year ago. But let's see what it does to this gas. Gotta set it right. I got a new cloth. It's shiny now. It's much more shinier. I didn't worry about down there. So be careful about drawing those things tight, because you can strip them. It was in there too far. It was just trying to strip the bolt to get a different socket to use. Not sure what size it is. It's an 8mm. It's probably the wrong thing, but it works. This is odd. It's not springing back for some reason. I thought it had a spring on this, but it don't. Maybe it broke. Maybe it come dislodged, or maybe it got sucked into the carburetor. Well, I'm going to put it back on there and hook it up right how I seen it on videos that my friend Don sent me. I got enough light in here to be able to see. Because I thought I would have to take that carb plate off to take the spring off, and just wanted idle concentration. Plus, music was kind of loud in the video. I don't know what people think about the music yet. I thought I could just use one copyrighted song, or I used 3, and one got banned in Russia. I don't know. Let's get to it. I watched like 3 different videos and Terrell's and stuff. I thought the choke linkage went in that hole, and I had it in there ever since I used it and just hand choked it. It actually goes in that second hole right there. Probably shouldn't have took the grommet out of the carburetor, but I had trouble slipping it through. See how it goes. Forgot to add that hole right there as if you want to add a choke to it. Like a choke cable. I'm going to spray a little PB blaster on these screws. That's more than a little. It's more than we need. But they're having trouble screwing in there, so it'll help lubricate them a bit. There might be something wrong with the governor in the engine, which I hope not. Could be just because I had the choke hooked up wrong, or not at all. Maybe something was hung up on the governor. But that elbow, you can see that bends in through there. Goes to that bottom thing there. Maybe it wouldn't throttle up because the choke wasn't hooked up. Camera's a little blurry and my hand's a little shaky. I'm overstressing my hand, and they drew in tight pretty good, but it's kind of hard to get them on the head right there. Sorry it's a little hazy. You think I got PB blaster on the camera. Try to wipe it off. Just want to show you throttle up and the choke works. But that's their story saying that it's not good to have the choke like that. You should have a cable or something, because if the engine revs too high when it's cold, it's not good for it. And guys, I made a huge mistake. It's been a while since I hooked up one of these. I think it's meant to spring back, because there's a spring on the governor. Usually I can, these carburetors start right up and work from the China factory, but I know this might need adjustment or something. Might be having bad gas fits too. You know, I've been having bad gas fits too. I'm so stressed out from working on this thing, I'm constipated. And if this thing runs right now, when I start up the next segment in the video, I'm going to have a nice 2 in the house and celebrate. Know in the comments if there's any adjustments on these China carbs, guys. Alright guys, I would take the coil off of this and sand it down, but I'm just going to put a little medicine down there for it, PB Blaster. This helps the coils keep from rusting. Sorry I haven't pooped yet. I'm kidding. I'm pooped. I'm tired. But I have to get a spark plug for this thing too, and possibly adjust the valves. I'll tell you the model number, what it is. If I can. Ew, I don't want that on my fingers. Hold on. The model number is 21B807. The type is 02011, and the code. Can't see it. Code's always on these overhead valves. I can't see that. 841, maybe a 1, a 2, 7ZA or something. It's that spring has to do with it. Why the link is just springing back. Can you see the spring there? So, take my word for it. It's, well, I can see it, but you can't see it. It's too dark. But take my word for it. It's there. Now you can see it. See it? That's why it's springing back the carburetor. Nothing to do with springing the carburetor. My mistake. Switch the ground cable out with the one we cleaned in the previous video that got over 150 views. This ground cable's a little long and possibly the battery could fall out, but it would catch on there. These were like pull start snappers, and they were electronic ones with electronic starter. Alright guys, if you're seeing this now, the snapper did not have enough power to go to 88 miles per hour. And I didn't see some serious shit or anything. But I'm stuck in 2024 when I want to be back in the 80s and 90s, where I was most happiest. Let's try her, see how she goes. Probably should put the cover on there so it doesn't explode or something. Watch it throw a rod and hit me in the balls. That would make for a funny video. Let's try her. No, we're not live. We're live. Let's try it. Probably shouldn't start out without the cover. This is temporaries. Well, I tried to put it on low idle. I want to go on low idle, but I wanted to run on choke. It's 40-ish degrees out here. Let's try again. Huh. Amazing. Maybe they did have a bad day at the factory. Let's try again. Maybe it just needs to warm up. It's running on choke currently. Maybe it's not getting enough gas. Come on guys, I drained the gas in it. I'm going to adjust the valves, put clean gas in it, fresh gas. I might have had water, low octane, from setting over the winter and mixing it with fresh gas. I don't know, could be the gas where I got it from is bad and has water in it. But I'm going to adjust the valves, get a plug, fresh gas, and we'll go from there. And by the way, I'm looking for sponsors. If anyone sees this video that's a company, mainly carburetors. Hippo we use sponsor me or sponsoring Archie and mowers and blowers. Maybe the way I carry myself and conduct myself in these videos. Maybe no one wants to sponsor me. I did get a Saker Saw Super Clean and a stop smoking cigarette thing that I did, and hopefully that worked out and they did good. These little cigarette things help you quit smoking. They're like flavored. I think you've seen the video. Just look it up. And it's to help with vaping too. Get you off vaping and cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes. I only smoke weed, and I don't drink. I can't. I have no desire to drink. Because last time I turned into a puking fountain trying to sleep in my bed with I could have choked on my own puke and died. So I'm never going to drink again and just do the weed. I shouldn't even tell you this stuff. I'm very upset. I think I'm going to go in the house and just cry. As the lawn looks like shit and my back hurts too much to use a push mower on it. And I don't really have a good enough push mower to use because the grass is really high. All these mowers I have, none of them work. This one worked fine last year. I'm working on it. It could be the carburetor is bad. I don't know. But I wish HIPAA would send me a free carburetor and then I would say good things and make videos. So HIPAA sponsor me. And if you want me to clean up my videos a bit, and who knows, but I'm just being me. I don't want to clean up. I make my channel for adults and not kids so much. I still haven't got the garage cleaned up the way I want it, and it's a mess, much like the snapper not working. But we'll figure this out, guys. You got good lights in here. We can work at night. Why not start up the snapper 3 in the morning when it's people are sleeping? And it should work then because it's 3 in the morning. Alright, guys. This thing has got me majorly constipated. And I'm not sure what to do with it, but I don't want to tell you what I found out. I'm just going to show you. Or you probably guess it. I'm testing it for spark. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, maybe down further. I don't want to get... Now there's no spark coming out the spark plug. I did get a jolt from it though, so the coil is good. But if HIPAA wants to send me a coil just for shits and giggles, if you see this video, probably 5 years from now when I'm working on it again, if I'm still have this, and I didn't junk it, it's not getting spark. The spark plug is fouled out. I wish I knew it was fouled before I bought the carburetor. So it's getting intermittent spark, and it could have something to do with it. So this is probably... Let me turn on the light. My LED light I got years ago. But if you look at it, this engine's from 2003. I believe that's the original briggs spark plug in there. So it had a good life. It's time for a new champion one. I drained the gas into this can, and it doesn't have a top. It's just an old gas can that a friend gave me years ago. I think it was Ray. I get a cloth over there because I don't want anything contaminating the gas. I think the gas is still good because the spark plug is fouled and it's not running. We'll also adjust the valves. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to get fresh gas just to make sure. I'll use this gas. Okay. Gonna have nice things. I was using a breaker bar and it snapped the spark plug in two. I do have the original one from 2003. It should work relatively. It's over here in the magnetic tray. Doesn't it look nice? I kind of cleaned it up with a wire brush. Yeah, this is nice. This is thoughtful. I just want to drop it into the valves as I'm adjusting them. I won't show how to do it, but I did a refresher course with Terrell. Terrell's small engine school, you know. Look how how loose it is. That's the intake valve. No wonder why it's not running. Generally these things at like a broken start or when the valves are out of adjustment. But this is the last recourse. I did everything I could. And the last thing is the valves. Look, just using the engine as a third hand, guys. A third or fourth hand. Guys, I'm adjusting on 5,000ths. When he heats up, it'll go back to 4 from what my friend Don said. That's, I don't know if he subscribed. I think he did. I think he was watching the video and didn't subscribe. So subscribe, Don, if you see this. And this is stressing me out. You can see it. There's my lawnmower without the airbox. I'm going to put a different blade on there from a parts mower I have. Trying to get a push mower going. I was going to borrow my neighbor Ray's push mower, and I think he was worried I would break it or something. And I didn't want to be responsible if something happened to it, because I don't think he wants to work on riding mowers anymore. He just wants a simple push mower for his grandson to use and mow for him. The nut drivers I got at Tractor Supply, guys. It says they got lead in them. Maybe it's just in the steel or something. Good old lead. I used to love eating lead paint chips when I was young. It made me smart. The temperature dropped to about 40 degrees. I do not want to run it when it's 40. I mean, you can. It might be too cold for it. Might be okay. I'll run it. If it blows up, I'm going to sue you guys. I'm going to take you to Lawnmower Snapper Court. Just kidding. I'll draw those tight with the, I found an old Tacoma's carburetor screw because it was missing the one there. I adjusted the valves, I believe, correctly. We'll just see what we can do. I forget who I watched that took the carburetor off. It wasn't Terrell. It was this kid that was really talented, and 12.5 horsepower carburetor, the same engine that's on that one, that Snapper over there. And he was holding the camera with one hand, and he did it, which was cool. Sorry with my erratic behavior in the last video. I was just trying to be funny. I was getting really excited, and it's like cabin fever. I don't film videos for you guys, and during the winter as much anymore, and I wanted to get my garage clean so I could actually film videos for you in the garage during the winter. I'm still working on the garage, but the lawn takes priority, and I have to get stuff going. I think the oil is getting into the camera, but this was my uncle's Scooby-Doo van, and it's kind of cool. It's like a bank, and vroom, 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 and what the hell is that? That's some kind of shit on me, guys. Should I start the engine with the Scooby-Doo van on there and make it go into space? That's pretty cool. You don't see stuff like this anymore. Wonder if the super clean might ruin the stickers. Maybe some Windex or something, some cloth or something. That's pretty cool. I love Scooby-Doo. I watched the movies when I was on. I think Casey Kasem did the voice for Shaggy. Now one of the guys from the movies in the 2000s doing it now. That warped. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe when I sprayed the PB Blaster on it, made it warp. It's warping. I don't know why. It's just weird. Alright guys, if this thing runs after the valve adjustment, I'm going to take the biggest number 2 I ever took in my life and celebrate. All kidding aside, I think that it got waffled there from when I was leaning on it doing the carburetor with my big stomach. And hopefully this runs, otherwise I'll try to figure out how to adjust the carburetor, but it should just work. Maybe we'll put the other China carburetor on there I have, but see what it does. Wish me luck. Cross your fingers, guys. Cross your toes. And Cheerios. It's on show. Not leaking gas. It's getting plenty of gas. Just have to be careful a little bit. Yep, I ruined my new spark plug, so I'll have to use this one for a while. The deck runs continuously. You generally just want to leave shit on your floor for it to get caught in. piece of shit. It's either too cold to run or it's not going to work right. But it ran better. Maybe I got the valves too tight. We'll have to see. Let's try it again. It might not have enough gas in there. Might also be the plug. That's the best it's run in a while. Huh. I'm gonna... It's running better. Might need a carb adjustment. It's 47 degrees out. It might be too cold for it. Might need to warm up on choke. Do that. Let's try it again. Shall we? Hope you don't mind watching it again. Ran for 2 minutes straight. That's pretty good. I'm happy, guys. I'm happy. It stays running. It's amazing. I think I can actually cut grass with it, with even it shutting off. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Car might be bad. I don't know. I have good gas. I have good gas. Maybe run it on choke a bit. See what it does. Let me just take it a little off choke and see how it is. I think I got. What do I got for gas in here? There's gas. When it runs on choke, carburetor must be out of adjustment. Probably won't run at cold temps. That's what I'm thinking. But it ran better than it did in the previous video. Maybe let it run a little like that. Oh, fucker. Alright guys, it might be too cold to run. Next thing is to find out if there's any carb adjustments. I'll email the guy I got it from. I'm going to work on this push more. I'm going to put a different blade I have on it from a lawnmower I got free. The blade doesn't seem to want to cut. It's going to low to the ground. It's probably the wrong blade. But there's a similar lawnmower somewhere in the lawnmower. And this is a lawnmower escapade.